Welcome back to the trail. We're in Garstang today. We're going to do what we call the Scorton run, which is a 12-mile circular route. Makes up part of the Wyre Way National Trail. We're only doing a little bit of that. And it takes us up to Scorton, a small village, up to the fisheries, back round, and then back here to Garstang. Garstang's pretty much near where I work, maybe a mile or so, but we've got the River Wyre behind us there that runs north and makes up the Wyre Way. So okay, just a nice gentle one today, it's one of my favourites, and let's do it. Well, it's lovely and quiet this morning. One of the benefits of number one, it being nearby, and number two, getting up early to get out here before the dog walkers and the families come out. So it shouldn't take me too long, I should be done by mid-afternoon. I've done this route a couple of times. First time was with the lads, and we ended up having an ice cream because it was, I still remember it being really hot. Good hot sunny day. Today's not that much, but I have my usual weather report. Overcast, but still warm, about 17 degrees. I walk the dog. I'm expecting it to really heat up, and I am carrying money for ice cream, so I'm not averse to having a cone. The Garstang Millennium Green was established obviously in 2000 along the River Wyre as a sort of green space, nature reserve sort of thing, but legally now can't be developed upon, which is really important because the houses are really pushing onto these kind of areas. I think I mentioned in one of my other videos that more and more of these cheap to build but not cheap to buy housing estates are popping up everywhere. So it's places like this that do need protecting, otherwise we're going to have none of it left. Somehow, I don't think the Punisher protects Garstang's fishery. Just saying. So I say it's quiet. I've had 3 runners and 1 dog walker, 2 dog walkers. And it's only 7 o'clock. Is it 7? Let me just check. Yeah, just coming up on 7 o'clock. Dog walker said early start to me, asking me if it was an early start. I got up at 3:30. That's early. This is almost lunchtime. I'm just kidding. That's my normal routine, 3:30, especially for work. Get everything done before I go. I like it. Like eerily quiet this morning. That's 4 runners, 2 dog walkers. But this stretch has just gone really quiet. You can hear the traffic of the motorway quite far behind me, just echoing down. Because the M6 North is pretty much over there. But yeah, really quiet. And the air is quite humid. That's still no movement. There he is again. Frank Castle in Garstang. Now we're heading to Scorton by this Millennium track, obviously created at the same time as the Garstang version. This is a nice piece of footpath, to be fair. I'm going to follow that all the way into the village before breaking off to head towards the fisheries. Thanks, Paul. Amazing how you can hear the crackling of the electricity in those power lines. So we're off, gone through Scorton, which was the actual 3-mile mark. For some reason before I thought I'd already done 3 miles. But no, Scorton, which I'll be coming back to on the circle back. And come back into Scorton. And now we're back on the Wyre Way heading out towards the Scorton picnic site and back up on the River Wyre to the fisheries. So apart from what's going over there behind me, we're in the middle of nowhere, and I'm brushing cobwebs off my face again. Fantastic. Remind me to bring a strimmer next time. So overgrown. The bugs are out in force. Well, that was fun. Just joining the track now. Last bit. Yeah. So this road will take us up to the River Wyre again, where the picnic site is. On we go. So I nipped to the picnic site, which is just off the trail. Thought I'd use a bench to swap batteries out and engage in faffery. When I got there, there were like 3 tents, all brightly coloured, just pitched up in the middle. And this isn't wild woodland. Just 3 tents, young lads. Whatever, eh? Whatever. So anyway, I used the bench, changed the battery, had a snack, got some water, and now we're just walking up the western side of the River Wyre, making our way up. I think I spoke way too soon about this being quiet. I think I've seen more people today than I did yesterday. And yesterday was busy, considering the location. But, yeah, no worries. I need that blue lanyard I said in my last video. It just says, hi, I respect you, I like you, I've nothing against you, but let me walk in peace. That's the M6. We're going to go under it. Farmers helpfully put these yellow markers out. You can see the next one over there to guide us across this field, because he closed the footbridge that goes over the M6, hence why we went under it. That was 2008, so I'm not thinking they're going to rush to repair it. So through the field, heading towards Sunnyside Campsite. We're going to go through Guy's Farm Activity Centre first. It's a bit tricky to navigate, so I keep my eye out for the signs. That is an old box, like a motorhome, isn't it? It's old. Thank you kindly. That place kind of reminded me of a activity centre I went to when I was a wee boy, called Kingswood. Oh my, I hated that. First ever time away from home, and fun activities included dumping a canoe. When they put you in a swimming pool, put you in the canoe, turn the canoe over on purpose to teach you how to get out, which might seem perfectly normal to the adult canoeist, but for a 12-year-old, no, that's called being drowned, which is probably what I did. Came up coughing and sputtering after being rescued by the guy. Always reminded me of the actor Michael Biehn, who played Kyle Reese in the original Terminator. That sticks in my head. And then being bullied by all the other kids. Oh look, I'm opening my heart here. I like to say things like that shaped me, made me the man I am today. But I can't really say that. Well, everything happens for a reason, I guess. Some storm clouds are brewing. It's drizzling, but doesn't seem to want to let loose yet. So we're just going through an empty field towards Sunnyside Campsite. I'm going to walk all the way through it. There are times I want to stop at this site, but I don't have a legitimate reason to do so yet. It was tempting to walk the Wyre Way. I've already done it in sections, but to do it as a through hike, and this would be one of the places I'd stop. Maybe, maybe not. This is the fisheries, Wyreside Lake. Seem to come here for a fishing holiday of sorts. But we're going right. Funny thing about that is that the last time, or the very first time I did this route, it was before I realised that I should always pre-walk a route before taking the lads on it. And we walked around the entire fishery thinking we could find a way out, missing this path. On the other hand, I'd seen this path, never made the connection, so it was a nice tour around the fishery, to be fair. But it just brought us back to that gate again, which we've just gone through. So now we're going to go around the fishery to the top of the loop before coming back south. So the Wyre Way now continues down there, follows it round all the way up there, back to the source of the actual river. And then if we have a look, mosey on up to the top of the bridge. This is the direction we're going to be going today. See it racing down here. That's going to go all the way out. That's going to go all the way out towards Shard Bridge near Blackpool, out to sea. I can't remember where it starts without looking at the map, but I've done all of the sections, and I know I keep saying it, but one of my favourites, I do have a list of favourite routes, is the first part of the Wyre Way, day one, which starts, the official Wyre Way trail officially starts at Shard Bridge in Blackpool, so you're kind of going upriver back to its source. So you start at Shard Bridge, I think it was the Puddle Duck Inn or something like that, I can never remember. Do a circular route onto the coast, up past Cleveley's, Thornton, take the ferry across, which I will do a video of one day. Come ferry across to Knott End, come back down through the golf course and wind your way back to Shard Bridge, and that's day one. Something like 16-17 miles. From there You then follow the riverbank up, and obviously into Garstang where we started, up to here, basically the same route we've just done, and then it carries on out into the Trough of Bowland sort of way. So yeah, I enjoyed doing the sections, but would I do it as a 3-day hike? I don't know. I know the 2 bits of accommodation are sorted. I would stop at the pub, which does have rooms. That would be day 1, and day 2 would be probably to Sunnyside, and then to the end. I don't know what accommodation is at the end because it's only a village. So there we go, that's the Wyre Way. And here is where I'm taking a break, which is the same place we had a break with the lads. Oh yeah, it's time. Could it be time to win the golden bear card? I'm going to make that my life's quest. I'd be really disappointed if I got it now. It wouldn't be much of a quest. Nope, no golden card. But it's not one I've got, so it is the gibbon. Gibbons are super swingers and can move very fast from tree to tree. These apes have been known to jump the same length as a bus in one giant leap. Fascinating. Even though I might have just been monologuing, and 2 people might have been sat in that shed. Should have checked. Oh well. So now we start the southward leg, back to Scorton, and then from Scorton to Garstang, back to the car. So we're just going to follow this public footpath, past a small lake over there, with duckies on, motoring on through, and then look at the mileage. What have we done so far? So handy having the mileage. I didn't have it yesterday. I'm glad to have it today. Upside down. About 6. So we're over about halfway through, which is good. Get the map back in my pocket. Really annoys me with these pants that the map's on the wrong side. These are Berghaus. Can't remember the model, they don't make these anymore. But most of the pattern trousers, they're the map pockets on the left hand side. Frustrating. I do like these pants, they've been the most comfortable, and they're very thin, thin synthetic fibres, so obviously as soon as they get wet they're right on the way to drying. So I've got these soaked before on the trail, and within an hour or 2 they have dried completely, which is exactly what I want from my hiking pants. And no, just because I roll my pant legs up does not mean I'm going to wear shorts. No. Here we go again. I'm getting sick of being the first person to push through all these cobwebs. Well, rain's trying now, but it's brought the temperature down, and it's cooled off quite a bit. Not enough to warrant me putting a coat on, not for this rain, but yeah, quite refreshing. I don't think I'll need the ice cream though. This isn't ice cream weather. Surprised me, thought it might be quite warm. This nice refreshing breeze has come in. Might be time for a can of Relentless though. Feeling a little bit fatigued today. Might be after yesterday doing the Bleaklow 15 miler in that scorching heat. I'm getting obsessed with weather. I need to stop it. Stop blowing through my mouth. I haven't done it today, that's the first one. And stop obsessing about the weather. But what else is there? Has a direct impact on the walk. It's no excuse, is it? No. Now heading to Wyre Lake. It's kind of an activity lake. There's things to do on it. And into Scorton. I keep wanting to say Scranton. Scranton, PA, from the office. Scorton. Yeah, rain's kind of steadied out now. I'm doing it again. Weather reports. Glamour. Some weatherman. Just gonna have perpetual arguments with myself now. So yeah, I'm following this road down. It's like a caravan retreat for the elderly, I think. Pretty sure, a residential area, and then the lake itself. I must admit, I'm really loving this weather. It's cooler, getting that spitting rain. And yeah, I'm getting obsessed with weather now. There's such a difference now. I'm cool off. And the smells from the ground, obviously because everything's getting damp. It's different from the summer heat. But yeah, really enjoying it. Don't let the rain put you off. Make some memories. So that was Wyre Park. It has like a cafe and some other bits and pieces. That's a private campsite. Knew nothing about that. So yeah, now we're heading to Scorton proper now, which will bring us out right outside the place I was going to get the ice cream, but not anymore. Now it's raining. Oh, proper coming down. Makes such a change from the last few trips I've been on. Got the old long raincoat out. Just stops the rain soaking my ass. It's just my shins that get wet. Scorton coming up. Well, that's a shame. Scorton came and went. There was a nice little bistro van thing serving food and coffee. I might have enjoyed had it not been for the rain. So we're just going to plod on back to Garstang, back to the car. Still enjoying it though. Again, the thing about walking in the rain like this, or you know, risking it, maybe you've already started your walk and it's raining, and you think, should I bother? In England, you've just got to accept it. And I've mentioned before what a walking instructor said to me about walking in the rain. Well, rain just gives you three choices, three options. One, you can just stay home, I guess. Just not do anything, just wait for the sunshine. Two, you can go out and get wet and miserable, and you can be depressed about it. Or three, which is my preferred choice, you can take all the precautions, you can find gear that you're comfortable with, and you can just take the risk and enjoy your walk. If you make memories, good memories of being in the rain, then it doesn't bother you anymore. These are good memories. I'm not drenched, I'm not in danger, so be it. But I find that if I go walking every weekend, or as often as I possibly can, without making decisions like, well, shall I go, shall I not go, oh, it's given rain, maybe I shouldn't, you miss opportunities. But when it gives rain and you get out there and it turns out the weather report was wrong, and you get scorching sun, you just missed out. And there's many a time before the pandemic where I would put off a walk, and then by 10, 11 o'clock the sun was out, blue sky. So my advice, my walking advice for today, is just get out there. Don't let it put you off. Take the risk and get out there. Most people are quite surprised to find that with coats like this that are cheap, very affordable, and waterproof. I see the reviews go, well, no, it's not waterproof, I've got water on the inside. Well, there is moisture on the inside, it's just condensation. The jacket, because it's cheap, is not breathable. It means your body heat warms the air up that's trapped inside the coat, forms condensation on the inside. So it's perfectly normal with cheap jackets like this. I personally don't wear these coats to keep myself completely dry. It's just to keep the worst of the weather off me, so that I don't get drenched. So yeah, if I was to, just get interrupted by a couple of dog walkers, if I was to wear this all day, yeah, it would stop me from getting drenched, but my shirt would be damp from condensation. So you pay your money, you take your chances. If you want to pay a lot of money for a good quality breathable waterproof, then go for it by all means. I don't feel that that's where my hard-earned dollars should be spent, because for me, a bit of water on you, for me that's an investment that's going to be sat in the bottom of my bag. Sorry, it's a dodgy bridge, they have to pump the horn before they go over. You can't see on the other side, it's completely blind. So yeah, for the times I wear a raincoat, let me just wipe your face there. There we go. For the times I wear a raincoat, which are few and far between, I'm just happy to pay a few quid for this, keep the majority of it off, but I am aware that there will be moisture on the inside that will dampen my shirt, but not to the extent that the rain will. So I'm balancing it. But if you, like I said, if you want to go and buy a £100 coat from Rab, make sure you treat it often with nick wax and enjoy. Here we are back in the cornfields. Just going to pick up the River Wyre again and make our way back. A couple of miles left at most, so it's a direct from Scorton. It's just exactly the same path back. there's no real change. And then when I get back, I'm going to put my joggers on that I have in the car, my trainers, and drive home. I'm loving it. I'm loving the weather. It's just so refreshing. I mean, yesterday hot, muggy, now cold, well, coolish and wet. So now you're seeing how this country got so green. Lush, fertile soil. Got the sun, got the rain. I love it. And I am weirdly obsessed with the weather. It's weird, this whole YouTube thing. It's like therapy for myself. I just start working through issues with you guys. Bizarre. Thanks for joining along though. You get to see into the inner madness. That rain come down. I always think if you stand under some trees you'll be dry, but it seems like it's worse. You funnel the water onto you. Alright, we're not so far now. Garstang is that away. Almost back at the car now. Just stopped to get out of the rain for a bit. A couple more minutes and we're done. Well, there we go guys. I'm back in the car. I've got my joggers on, got my trainers on. I'm a little bit damp, but I still had a great walk. It's only 11:30. How come I could do 12 miles in that amount of time? Took so long yesterday to do 15. All trails are different, I guess. If one thing, elevation's involved, it does slow you down, but this has been mostly flat. Right, so thanks for joining me guys. I'm going to go home. My wife is off, so we'll see what she's doing. And then I will be editing. And then hopefully uploading tomorrow, which is Sunday. And God willing, I will see you next time. Take care guys. See you on the trail.